There's a lot of discussion today about stuff like the minimum wage or the living wage. It's an interesting discussion to me and an interesting argument on a lot of fronts. One is from a practical mathematical standpoint on the actual minimum wage. Everybody's all worried that, well, you can't live on the minimum wage. You can't live on the minimum wage. You can't live on the... People can't make it on the minimum wage. No one does. Really. No, I mean, statistically, the Bureau of Labor Statistics says that less than 1% of Americans are attempting to operate their households while the primary breadwinners or winner is making minimum wage. Less than 1%. It's actually less than 1/2 of 1%. And so raising the minimum wage federally does almost nothing. Mathematically, mechanically, statistically, however you want to measure it. It's a bunch of crap. It doesn't do anything. The people that make minimum wage are primarily part-time workers, and they're primarily teenagers. I don't even believe in the minimum wage, and here's why. I've never worked for minimum wage, and I would never allow anybody I love to work for minimum wage. I would tell them to do something different. I used to cut grass when I was 12 years old. I first started cutting grass then, and my goal was to make double or triple minimum wage when I was cutting grass. And so I'd price the yard fairly, what I could get for it, and then I would cut the grass with great productivity, great diligence, so that I could make 2 or 3 times per hour what my buddies who were down at Burger King being Whopper Floppers were making. And so, if you don't like the minimum wage, don't work for it. There you go. And really the same thing about the living wage is true. It's a social commentary that honestly is a bunch of crap, because it really doesn't have any effect on anything. This idea that you get to tell a company or an individual what to pay is out of my realm. I don't get this. It's about freedom. See, common sense says this is none of your business. If company A wants to pay a team member, an employee, a certain amount, what business is that of yours? If you don't like what Walmart pays, hey, don't work there. You don't like what Mickey D's pays? Hey, don't work there. Well, I don't work there. It's just a social thought. It's a thing I don't believe that they are a fair corporate citizen. Well, then don't shop there. Don't shop there. Vote with your feet. That's called freedom. It's called liberty. You get to decide what's going on. If a company is misbehaving morally at an extreme level in our culture, over time, they are run out of business. Here's the reason people like the minimum wage. A, they believe they get to tell people what to do, and they don't know how to mind their own business. B, their union contract is indexed to minimum wage. So they want the minimum wage to go up because it means they get a pay raise. It's not that they're all socially concerned. And so the next time someone starts bringing up the minimum wage, A, it's mathematically, it doesn't even exist on a real basis for real families to really eat on. And B, you need to mind your own business. And C, if you don't like it and you still want to mind someone else's business, shop somewhere else, work somewhere else. It's real easy. You don't like what I pay? Then don't do business with me. You don't like what I pay? Then don't work for me. It's real easy. I've quit jobs because I didn't get paid enough there, or because they tried to change my pay in an unfair manner. That's a reasonable thing to do. It's a free country. And so this idea we get to tell each other what to do all the time in the name of your social morals, it's got to stop, you guys. It's out of control.